It is not easy to render a perfect giraffe. About 3 months ago, I was sitting in my art studio trying to decide what to paint for a friend. She loves giraffes, so I decided to paint a giraffe. I had never done one before, but I decided to give it a go anyway. I was so nervous about messing up that I did. So I painted over it, and I messed up again, and again, and again. I painted over it so many times that eventually I ended up with this. Thank you. Needless to say, it is not a giraffe. I'm sure many of you have felt the same way when making an art piece. Frustrated, disappointed, and maybe just plain burnt out afterwards. But despite how it looks, and despite how I felt at the time, this painting turned out beautifully for me. In order to make a beautiful painting, there are 3 things every artist must do. Number 1, they must not care. Number 2, they must take immediate actions. And number 3, they have to paint for themselves. In order that you all may become maestros of the canvas, we will first explore the different aspects of not caring, and then the different aspects of taking action, and finally the gift of painting for yourself. On the website vincentvangogh.org, Van Gogh was quoted saying, "If you hear a voice within you that says you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced." So show of hands, how many of you have ever said the words, "I can't paint"? Or how about, "I am a terrible painter"? Or even, "I can only paint stick figures"? This is my own stick figure. I have named him Arnold. We will return to him later. The point is, we have all been here. The question is, how do we remedy those negative emotions about painting? The first step is to absolutely and unabashedly not care. You mustn't care what others will think about your painting. You mustn't care what you yourself think about your painting. Caring imprisons your mind. The only way to let go is to not care. I think this is best summed up in a quote from the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, written by Mark Manson in 2016. He states, "In my life, I have given a fuck about many people and many things. I have also not given a fuck about many people and many things. And like the road not taken, it was the fucks not given that made all the difference." I think this statement applies to many aspects of life, not just painting. So if you want to paint well, you have to not give a fuck. You have to let go of all the criticisms and just paint. Free yourself. Freeing yourself is a key aspect of painting. There are many ways to do this. Many artists, like myself, create a private environment where they can go to be free of other people. Once you have done this, you can begin to take immediate actions. What do I mean by that? Taking immediate actions means not thinking about your actions. If you overthink, you will mess up. In an article published in the Canadian Journal of Chemical Engineering last year, artist Eric Wall stated, "To learn how to paint well and fast, I had to create an environment where daily I could both think freely and take chances with immediate action." Take chances. Do whatever comes to your mind first, because that will be a reflection of what is in your soul. That will be a reflection of what is in your soul, not someone else's. Which brings me to my third point. True art happens when you do it for yourself. Dory Hartley wrote an article in the Huffington Post last year entitled, "Art Started When I Stopped Caring," in which she wrote, "What is wrong for me is trying too hard to please too many people with my art. Trying too hard to please too many people." If you want to make something you are proud of, you must make something that makes you happy. Another article in the Huffington Post quoted Bob Ross last year. He said, "You can do anything here. The only prerequisite is that it makes you happy." You must be happy and paint only for yourself. This is a painting I am very happy with because it taught me several lessons on how to paint well. If you want to make your own beautiful paintings, you must not care. You must take chances with immediate actions, and you must paint for yourself. These three things are crucial to making a masterpiece. Only when an artist uses all three can they make a piece they can truly be proud of. Now, when I say masterpiece, I don't mean that you all have to go out and paint Mona Lisas. If you want to make a stick figure named Arnold, then do it. But here's what I want you to remember. Don't give a fuck about Arnold. Take chances with Arnold. And don't paint for Arnold.